Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this edition of Sin Beyond and Through with Monty. And hopefully this Tuesday is finding you very well. Right in front of you is the activist, Jane Elliott. She is well known for speaking to white audiences and exposing their racism to them. Now, Jane Elliott once famously stated that, "Show me a white person in the United States and America who is not racist, and I will show you a miracle."
That all whites are racist. Can you expound on that, please?
Any white person who was born, raised, and schooled in the United States of America, if you aren't a racist, you're a miracle. Either that or you decided to educate yourself. Because education in this country is about white is right, brown's all right, black's got to stand back.
Okay, so you heard that, which leads into my segue. Now, this is going to be a continuation of the Taye Diggs, Idina Menzel relationship that came to an end in 2016. And as you guys know, a couple of days ago, I did a video on this where Idina Menzel, his ex-wife, is basically blaming the black community for the demise of her marriage. She seems to believe that the interracial aspect played an important role or an integral role into why they separated and eventually divorced. Now, mind you, she is only blaming the black community. She is not blaming the white community. She's not blaming the Jewish community, not the Hispanic community, the Asian community, but she is blaming the black community. So a couple of posters were not going for that. They completely and adamantly disagreed with her assertion that it was the black community that pretty much were the culprits in the demise of her marriage. And I want you to take a look at some of these posters and what they posted. And they let her have it. They were not having what she was saying. They were not in agreement to what she believes that it was the black community. And many people said that they would like to hear Taye Diggs' side of the story. What did he have to say about this? They believe that there's two sides to every story. And people were just not having it. And as you can clearly see, they were saying that they had nothing to do with it, which I believe. I'm in total agreement. Outside forces has nothing to do with that. If your marriage is strong, if you have a strong union, outside forces cannot affect the union. So therefore, go ahead and take a look at what these posters are stating. And they're very detailed. They gave some very good input. Go ahead and read this. So, which leads me to my commentary about this particular marriage as to why I believe that Taye Diggs was right in divorcing his racist wife. Now, you may say that how can she be racist because she was married to a black man? Well, let me explain this to you, okay, about a lot of Caucasian people. Many of them are very good at hiding their feelings and emotions. They're very good at putting them under wraps. They are very good at containing them. But let a traumatic event happen or let them be triggered. It can come up. Just like in the way right here. In this particular way, obviously, she was triggered by that and her racism did come out. Now you may ask, why is it racist? That's easy. The idea that you, a white woman, is going to blame the black community and you have no fire for your own community. You do not blame the white Jewish community. You blame the black community as if they are the ones who came over here to America, creating categories and creating boxes. We're going to give you a box for white, for black, Hispanic, Native American. We're going to have you to have certain jobs. You got to sign off on these boxes. On census, you got to sign off. Black people did not come over here creating these racial categories. And it's really strange how she is pretending like her side, the white community, has absolutely no problems with an interracial union. As I stated before, she's acting like they were all accepting, embracing, or happy for her. We know that's impossible. We know that's a damn lie. She's going to sit right there and pretend like no one in her family, her brother, sisters, more importantly, mother and father, relatives, no one voiced their concerns with her marrying a broke black actor. Keep one thing in mind. Before they got married, Taye Diggs was a struggling actor. He was broke. He wasn't famous. Nothing wrong with that. That's all part of the process, part of the struggle. But I'm trying to lay just an idea for you right there. And she's pretending like they had no problems with that. Yeah, before Stella got his groove back, they were married before that. Taye Diggs was not famous. He wasn't rich. Neither was she. So she's acting like her family and her community was all embracing. I highly doubt if she has sisters or brothers that they told the siblings, oh yeah, bring another nigga in the family. We know that didn't happen. So that's why I say her comments are very racist. It exposes her racism. For you to blame one side of the community and pretend like all of the racism, disapproval from your marriage or of your marriage came from that particular side. And you're not holding any other side, particularly your side, accountable for anything. You're going in there with blinders on, which shows me right then and there that your racist tendencies, ideologies are exposed. It just took a traumatic event to expose them. It took a very triggering event to expose who you really are. And Taye Diggs was right. He was right to get rid of this thing right there. He was right to divorce that racist. You don't want to be married to someone like that. Now here's the sad thing, is that they have a son named Walker. What can she teach a young black boy about being a black man in America? Now let me say why I'm calling him black. Normally speaking, I like for biracial people to self-identify as to how they choose to self-identify. But for the sake of argument, I have not seen Walker, and I'm not really looking for any pictures. I'm not going to post them on here. Sometimes I do with children, sometimes I don't. But I'm not going to post them here. But unless Walker is very ambiguous, where he can pass for something other than black, in white racist America and a racist society, he will be treated and looked upon as a black male. That's why I use the term black there. What can a racist mother teach him, a black son, about being black in America? What you going to do? Say all lives matter? You don't see color? People are going to accept you for who you are? If she went in this particular marriage with Taye Diggs, that blind and stupid, I can only imagine what she's going to do to her son. Unless Taye Diggs get a hold of him, which is a good thing, to kind of balance off her ignorance as to what she's going to install in him, that boy is going to be pretty much lost. And you got to wonder, too, will she have any type of resentment towards her black son because of what this black man or what she feels that the black community has done to her? Or Taye Diggs dumped her. He ended the marriage. What did the black community do? She's claiming that they helped in ending her marriage. So we just got to hope that there's no animosity turned towards or against the son. Because for her to make these claims and comments, she is a very twisted woman. And as everyone knows, again and again and again, if you have a strong foundation, if your union is rooted in the ground, cemented in the ground, no outside forces can break that. No outside forces can uproot that. No outside forces can interfere with that. That's why a lot of people find fault with the comments in which she made. That's why so many people do not agree with the comments that she made. They can see the egregious error in her comments and her tone and her passive aggressiveness and her racism. So yes, Taye Diggs did the right thing by ending the marriage, getting rid of her. Maybe the lights came on. He was seeing something that we didn't see. He probably caught it earlier. But again, I wish him and April Jones all the best. Wish them years of love, health, and happiness. And I wish you guys that as well. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is another edition of Seeing Beyond and Through with Monty. And I will see you all beyond and through.